Welcome back to another End Cut movie review, and today we have Superman 2025, and this is on the record.
I thought it was off the record. We spoke about this.
We did, sorry. This is off the record.
On the record.
on the record?
Off. The highly anticipated James Gunn remake of DC Universe is finally upon us, and did it pass the pub test? Yes. Mostly. A lot of the reviews coming out from this movie and a lot of the feedback is that the movie is a success, which mostly it is. It's a really well told story and an imagining of Superman that we're not quite used to seeing, I guess, if you're going off Zack Snyderverse and Henry Cavill's universe, where that was much grittier, much darker, much more depressing, and Henry Cavill was bringing a sort of different version to Superman than what we're used to seeing from maybe a Christopher Reeves and now David Corenswet.
Corenswet, yeah.
And now David Corns. And if I was to describe this movie at all, or the way that this Superman was portrayed, I would literally say that is so much like Christopher Reeve Superman, where very joyful, bringing the hope back of Superman, bringing the belief of Superman that everyone is good, he sees the good in everyone, almost to a fault where it gets him in trouble because he can't actually see the bad side in anybody, even old mate Lex Luthor, who's just the #1 hater in the world.
I've realised that I haven't lived up to my potential for rage bait or hating.
Yeah.
I really haven't.
Lex is peak.
He's peak.
Yeah.
F1, F5,
When I
A1.
When I saw those hate monkey bots, I was
Yes.
like, the dead internet theory is real. We are literally in the dead internet theory.
Oh, yeah.
We don't exist, this is AI. And what I took from it was that it's James Gunn literally saying, I'm the polar opposite of Zack Snyder. He's trying to break away and start something himself for his own universe, and you feel like that watching this movie.
You have to give him props. I mean, him starting his own universe in a completely different direction is, I think, one of the hardest things you could possibly do with such a loyal fan base. And not that I'm a part of that loyal fan base with Superman, I'm just a part of Cavil. I just love Cavil.
Yeah.
So me going into this film thinking, am I going to like it? I don't really know how David Corenswet's going to do.
Yeah.
He looks good. He looks great as Superman.
He looks probably the best Superman look we've seen, I think. I mean, Cavil looks good because it's Henry Cavill.
#1, by the way,
but
to me.
David Corenswet looks like Superman from the comics, looks like Superman from the cartoon, like to a T.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He also looks so gigantic
Huge.
on the fucking screen.
Massive.
He literally stands up and you, this is it.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
this? It's
Yeah.
just, he's
Fact.
huge. The guy's massive. So
too big.
watching a take from David Corenswet was good for me to see. And I actually wrote in my notes, I like the intro. And it actually makes me want to see a little bit more and where's it going to go. Because a lot of the time when you watch these films, I get a vibe or a gist of what's happening straight away. You're like, yep, I'm going to hate it. And his portrayal of Superman is the thing that I was looking at. If you're a fan of Zack Snyder, you're probably going to hate this, to be honest with you. Because I've seen in fucking comments with Snyder and
one
James
or the
Gunn.
other, huh? You're
One or the other. You're literally Team Snyder or Team Gunn.
I also think, though, Henry Cavill could have been a good Superman in this universe.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the thing. Like, that's what I hate when I see these comments about, like, Zack Snyderverse, James Gunnverse. If you put Henry Cavill in this movie, it would have been the exact same, I think.
I agree.
Literally, if you had said to him, hey, be the fun-loving Superman, not the Superman that's, like, just seen his dad get sucked away in a tornado, then Henry Cavill would have done it.
Yeah.
So
The worst death, by the way.
I thought I would just say,
The dad of David Corenswet.
his parents are slow.
It was almost like they were just happy-go-lucky,
Yeah.
stupid as shit.
So stupid.
They were like so stereotypically dumb.
Yeah.
It was just like, I don't think he would be like that, but
No.
I guess that's where he gets his naivety from.
And like the joy of life.
Yeah, the hopefulness.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
he's bringing really the S to life. I mean, they're a symbol of hope. So I guess that's kind of like a...
He's not grouchy. They're not grouchy old Kevin Costner. He just hates his life because Horizon failed.
Yeah. I don't know if I really fucked with the CGI, if I'm honest. I thought like it was good for some of it because it is hard to do these like sweeping shots, but that's what they used. They used a big sweeping shot, like when he goes,
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
I did like that though when he went, hey, eyes up.
yeah, and straight up.
I did like
that. Was cool, but like
that.
just
It
CGI his
doesn't look
face
good.
looked
Yeah.
shit. Like we can all agree on that. It's in the trailer.
That was one thing we came away from this movie. We said that the fly mechanics in Zack Snyder's universe, Man of Steel, much better than the flying mechanics in Superman, James Gunn. I thought when you go back and watch Man of Steel, he looks crisp when he's flying through the sky, Henry Cavill. Also, some of the fight scenes that Henry Cavill does in that movie, especially against General Zod, clean, crisp, looks really good. But I think, obviously, the James Gunn universe, it's going for a more comic book related, fun-loving, light sort of fighting, CGI, and I guess you felt that with the color scheme that they went for,
Yeah.
rather than the dark grittiness of the Snyderverse.
It was so bright.
So bright.
It was almost kiddie bright to me, like a kid's film. And if that's who they're targeting, then fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think like their core audience is probably like our age, I would say, right?
Well,
And
I mean, I think it's everyone, isn't it?
probably,
Yeah.
if Superman, you grow up on them. And I mean, Corenswet's going to be an idol for most of these people, so it makes sense. In saying that, like the fight scenes were pretty good for the majority of it, and I don't like how they keep nerfing Superman. I don't want him to get to a point...
Superboy. He may as well be Superboy. He's pretty much Superboy in this.
I don't want him to get to a point where they're doing the same thing like they did with the Hulk.
Yes.
I don't want
So
that.
true,
He's OP, use him as OP. We're not seeing him at the very start. They made that pretty clear. I like some of the scenes, but don't nerf him. And like you see that when they're fighting in the stadium, when he's fighting the engineer.
I hate how she beat him.
Nowhere
My man should be
fucking close.
killing her.
Yeah, nowhere close. And it was really cool to see him absolutely murk those two instantly. But then the whole film, he's just getting the shit kicked out of him. I'm like, I don't want that. I want him to like get hit here and there, but come on. He's Superman.
Yeah.
He's not Superboy.
Yeah.
Okay? I want him to be fucking good.
And I liked how James Gunn didn't fuck around in this movie. It was just like, this is Superman. This is the Justice Gang. They're fighting together. Oh, there's them in the background fighting some giant starfish in the background. There was no like, let's go and explain this for half an hour and then waste half of it. No, it was just like, oh, it's happening. What's happening? Oh, they're here. I love that.
I tell you one person who I need to mimic in some way. I don't know. Nicholas Hoult. He talk about taking over a screen in this film.
Yeah.
And there was not 1 millisecond wasted where he wasn't hating on Superman.
Yeah.
He legitimately had to his core hate for Superman. And that's how Lex should be. Now, going in here, you just don't think that Nick can kind of do it. You know, what I mean by that is that not a good actor. He's a phenomenal actor.
Phenomenal.
He's anything that he jumps in, he will kill.
Yeah.
But the problem is he looks so young as Lex Luthor.
I agree.
I would
Too
rather like someone like John Cryer. I thought did a very good, depiction of him.
Jesse has the sort of autistic smartness of Lex Luthor though down the back, but he's not.
The
Lex
look
Luthor.
just doesn't make it for me, right? But I think that like coming in here, I was just like, oh fuck, I hope Nick does well, and he actually blew my socks off a little bit. I shouldn't have doubted him. I'm sorry, Nick. The next time I won't doubt you for anything.
And the return of him in the next iteration, I can't wait for as well, because this is obviously just setting up for now. Lex is going from like sort of fanboy hater to like supreme hatred.
Yes.
I'm going to make it my mission to destroy everything that you've ever existed. And now we're going to see like the comic book Lex Luthor.
We've said how good it is. There's a lot of good things about this, but there is obviously a massive divide.
Yeah.
And this divide that I didn't like was the dumb political side to this. I don't know why that there were...
We're front row seat to Israel v Palestine right now.
We literally had for gold class seats to it, and for some reason they had a cameo from fucking Netanyahu in there as well.
They couldn't get it any more netty if they tried, hey?
Dude, it was literally all politically pushed. I don't know why they were bringing these socio problems into a movie. They were probably doing what every conspiracy says too. They were like, "These are war," and behind the scenes, we're actually trying to divert your attention to something else.
Yeah.
That's what it. If you're locked in, that's literally what it felt like. It really felt like everyone was doing a massive war over here, and this is the real point.
They literally
That's real life, no?
created a whole war just to take down Superman. Yeah, that's crazy.
That type of shit pisses me off in movies. I'd rather have like a better storyline.
Far too political.
Way too much. And whoever says it's not, you're
Agree,
blind.
yeah,
You're
no.
blind. It's political as shit.
The wokest, most political movie of the year.
Of all time.
One thing that I sort of didn't like, look, I know this is a comic book based movie. Realism isn't exactly what we're going for in here, but when you're in a pocket dimension created by the rich billionaire Lex Luthor, and it is you have a prison in there full of prisoners that Lex wants to keep, quiet, political prisoners, Vladimir Putin style. And
Julian Assange.
But Vladimir Putin style. And he has all these guards and things like that. How can Superman break out of there with Kevin 11, the dog, Mr. Terrific, and Lois, and Lex has no idea until the next day? That doesn't make sense. And I didn't like that, because the whole time I'm watching it, I'm thinking, okay, why aren't you sending in the troops?
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't... Dude, this is a pocket... He says in the movie that the pocket universe creator costs billions of dollars, can destroy the whole world. You don't even have one camera in there?
Bro's got, by the way, more billions than you and I know what to do with.
Yeah.
In one scene, it says that he's got cameras and eyes everywhere, even in these alleys, so we need to go into like a secluded place.
Yeah.
He can see everything around the city, yet nothing in this fucking pocket dimension.
Nothing.
Does anyone realize when they write these scripts that he's supposed to have Mr. Terrific eyes in there, like with those little wall cameras?
Yeah.
Come on. It's Lex Luthor, for fuck's sake.
That was one thing. I looked at it and I was like, come on, Lex. Like, oh, James. Lex would know what's going on in
Yeah,
there.
he knows.
You know, he's like... The thing about Lex Luthor, he's almost on par with Batman when it comes to intelligence for like a human. Like, obviously, because he doesn't have superpowers, he has to have intelligence to the level no one knows, because that's what gets him ahead.
Yeah.
he would have known that Superman was breaking out.
Agreed.
That's all I'll say.
Agreed.
I didn't like that.
And my fucking most hated scene in this movie was when Superman is done fighting this random looking CGI monster that they've just thrown on the world for a distraction.
Oh, yeah.
And after he defeats him, there is a leak that Kal-El's dad sent him to Earth with a message. The message is, take over Earth and make them your
He's a bad guy.
So
He's essentially a bad guy.
In this scene, for some reason, after that video gets leaked by Lex, it's like on every big screen. Imagine Times Square. All of those screens have this message on it. It's translated instantly. Mr. Terrific, for some fucking genius this guy is, completely translates it mid-fight and says, no, it's authentic actually. I was like, okay, this guy can do everything, I guess. I don't know who he is, and he's done everything.
Yeah.
Then, when the enemy goes down, Superman's standing there, they all turn to him so quickly, like he was a piece of shit who has never ever saved any of their lives the entire time he's been there.
Even though he just saved their lives 2 seconds ago.
2 seconds ago, they all go, nah, bad guy, and they hate him.
Turn on him instantly.
Like Lex Luthor hate, like instantly. And I was just like, dude, no one would think that. Like there was not that many people, unless they're literally the monkeys in Lex's pocket dimension. There's no way that can happen.
Just herd mentality. The only one who doesn't turn on him is fucking Apu, and he's just like, Superman, I don't believe it. And you're just like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that was the only guy. Who was that? Who was
there's
that guy?
2 deaths in the whole movie. This guy's the one who gets sniped, like fucking John F. Kennedy style.
He does, literally.
I didn't give a fuck about it. I was like, whatever, dude. Like, where'd that come from?
Dude, and we know that it was the guy in the car, the driver. We saw the video.
Phantom bullet.
Yeah.
One from the front, one from the front, one from the side. Where'd that come from?
All right, so as always, we give these movies a rating. I think this is going to be, from me, a 75%. I think that's pretty fair, okay? I wasn't a big fan of this. I'm a fan of Cavil, but you got to rate the movie on its merit. And I think it was a very good movie to see in general, for obviously, because the population likes it, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I think this movie was pretty good overall. I just don't think that it was my type of movie,
This
really.
is Zack Snyder fanboy fighting for his life right here.
Pretty much, even though that we absolutely shit on him in Rebel Moon. So go check that review out, because you'll get a good kick.
Terrible. My rating for this movie would be about 70th percent as well, I think. I like my superhero movies a bit grittier as well. I'm coming off the Batman with Rob, and I just think he's not going to be able to be in this universe with James Gunn, because like Matt Reeves' Batman with this Superman, it can't happen. That was what I loved about Endgame, Infinity War, all those ones where there was real there was something at stake in those movies, whereas this movie, it felt like there was nothing at stake the whole movie.
Yeah.
But if you're a comic book fan and you're a Superman fan where, he's just Boy Wonder, he's just literally Mr. Joyous, then this is the movie for you.
Agreed. Anyway, guys, been another N-Cut movie review. Yeah, this is how much we love this film. Anyway, guys, been another N-Cut movie review. Peace, we out.
Peace.
N-Cut.